Hey guys, and welcome back to Hi, my name is Alex, as I talk about everything in my life and just general stuff, and also doing my little competition to myself as I'm trying to achieve in these next 2 months that anyone and anybody from any life of aspects of life can do this on YouTube and turn this into a maybe possible hustle. So I talked about in the last 3 episodes so far about basically building your resume, your profile, and able to score a particular dream job at a reasonable level. So I'm done with that for now, but for those who want to reach out and want to have a deeper dive, know that I do provide consultation and mentoring because I've done this, I've done it already, I've experienced it, faced on, and I can walk you through further steps in improving yourself. But for the meantime, I want to move into other subjects and talk about other things and see where that takes me. So I used to work as a contractor, and I've said that before. And right now, I'm a full-timer, and I like where I am in the AV industry. I like talking with people. That's just me as a general person. To be honest, I'm actually an introvert, but you won't think that because I'm doing this, but it does take time, a lot of practice. In fact, I did a lot of videos beforehand before I even managed to do this, to jump online and feel confident enough to talk to you guys live. And I want to tell you this right now, that this takes a lot of time. And for those who haven't done this before, I think one of the big practices that you need to do is to first feel confident next to a camera. It's not the easiest thing to do. It's not. In fact, when you do this and you go in front of it, you're going to be more scared of it and more shy and more nervous. And frankly, you have to say to yourself that all your videos are going to be crap. And if you can't see that, first of all, then there's something terribly wrong with you. You see, the thing is, we always find ourselves to try to be professionals in what we're doing. We want to bring the best person in front of the camera. We want to show our best selves. But the reality is, no, you don't need to be. You can be in all aspects of life, wherever you are, but the most important thing is that your audio and your visual is very clean, very easy to see, and as you engage with your audience, that you give some form of package or experience that they can be transformed or come out of it either entertained or educated in an area that they're interested in. Yeah, I don't know where my stuff's leading through here, but I just want to just share it out there, guys. And with that, you're experiencing my life as I talk to you about things on an everyday basis. What I'm trying to prove to myself right now, as more of a little competition to myself, is that anybody at any part of life, at any age, at any work, or anywhere you're from can do this. You just have to pull out a camera, talk to it, be clear, have good visuals and an image. Above anything else, I think that's the most important thing. Now, yeah, you're gonna say to me down below, you might, thumbnails, titles, hooks, and storylines and all that, and they all play a key role. You wouldn't be wrong in saying that, not at all. But I've seen more and more people booming on YouTube doing just this, going on and just rambling about life in general. And I want to see if I can do the same thing too, because I'm in my late 30s now, I'm going into my 40s, and I want to let you know, for those in my age group, that it's never too late to try this out. But it does take a lot of time, it eats away at your life a bit, but that's the thing, if you want to make this happen, you've got to really show up. And above anything, just show up for this, make it happen, and keep at it. And you're going to be in a run for a long time, actually, where you're going to be in this dead wave of like down to 0, 14, under 100 views, blah, blah, blah. But I'll tell you this, from experience and from what I've been seeing so far, you're going to find more people out there. If you're just consistent and you ignore that, forget about that whole thing overall, you can turn this to literally an evergreen project. Now, for those who don't understand what evergreen means, evergreen past this pretty much means the silver green line on the other side. Those really nice greenery mountains, blah, 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 forests, little bunnies and animals around. That's just basically what it means. But for evergreen, it means for a YouTuber, for a content creator, is that it's passive income. It's money that you can come back and it will generate more for you even years to come afterwards. There's a lot of YouTubers out there, a lot of content creators who are doing just this, the same format I'm doing right now, in front of a camera and just talking about life and just everyday things that they deal with on an everyday basis. And they're coming back from videos they made a year ago, several years ago, and it's still generating money for them now and even after that, because it provided the audience key tools to walk away from, saying that this is achievable, that anyone can do this. And I mean this, anyone can do this. But the first step is that how serious you are. Are you going to do this in the long run? And do you feel this is something you can do? I just want to put this as a plain challenge right now, that I can even pull this off in the first place. And then you find a lot of people out there don't even get past the 10 video mark because they give up too soon. Yeah, they give up way too soon. There's some people who gave up after doing 10 videos and coming back a couple months later and going, oh wow, it actually done something and it actually grew to be more than I expected, which just amazes them in every aspect of life. And that could be your motivational boost. Maybe that's the plan, that you do several videos at the start. You just put it out there. Don't worry about too much about how professional the look is. Don't worry about who's watching it. In fact, don't even look at it. Your analytics mean nothing at this point because you got no one watching you. No one gives rats about you. And if those who are watching just think that I think this topic's interesting at the time, but I don't really need this right now. You don't need to worry about all that. I think right now, as being that small content creator at this stage, and if you're just using this as a way to just blog your life right now or just sharing aspects of your life, then just do that. That's all you need to worry about. Just be your authentic self, and you're building a brand without even realizing it. You're building that personal brand without even realizing it. I'll say this again. You are building a brand without even realizing it. You are. And by doing so, as long as you make a transformation package, and you hear that a lot, that transformation package deal, you're trying to say to people is that with every video that you make, you're making value for that, and you're telling someone what they need at that time so they can grow to that next level. And I'm trying to tell you right now for this video that if I can do this, surely you can. I haven't been monetized yet or anything like that, but I'm doing this because I have a point that I want to prove to myself on my own personal 2-month challenge, that I can produce 3 videos every week about anything I want to talk about on a camera screen. And if you guys are going to help my journey, I'm really grateful. And because this proves a very strong point that anyone can do this. And I want to tell you right now that, that's been said so many times before, that if you can make your episodes basically a business funnel, and that's if you choose to or not, or a transformation package or whatever you're talking about, you're building a true audience that follows you. You may have a lot of people that jump on and go, oh, you're okay, I want to see this, it's interesting, and they leave, or they may only watch it once, and they may walk away because they already gained what they wanted from you. You already give them that experience they needed, but then they might follow you. But then there are those who follow you anyway, and they keep watching you over and over. They put comments down below, they're engaging with you, they want to learn more because you can provide an experience that they need to get to that next level. And I want to tell you right now, that's what a lot of these YouTubers out there who are transforming their channels more towards a salesperson's approach rather than a content creator's approach, because they're looking at it differently. It's not about the numbers, not about the subscribers, not even about the views, it's not about any of that. What they're using YouTube is just a media platform to say, look, hey guys, I am here and this is what I can offer you. And they're pushing hard on that one product or the affiliate marketing they're into, or branding, or whatever they're into, God knows whatever they're into. But just telling you right now, guys, that anyone can do this. When you're building yourself and you're making this possible, you're already building that business funnel, as long as that's what you're targeting to, for hitting those particular people who will become potential clients for the rest of your life. And that's strong stuff to take note, guys, to take note of that. You can choose to take the pathway of the content entrepreneur or take the pathway as the content creator. That's the reality of it. And if you are taking whatever pathway, the educational route is gold. It's a gold mine, and it's so much you can earn from it. So much you can earn. I've said in some previous stuff before in the past, not on this channel, but basically it's, what you might not know, that some niches pay more than others. Yeah, they pay a lot more. One niche, if you're on the higher ranked niches, they pay up to, I think like $10 to $30 per hour, per 1,000 views. And those who are in the lower part, between $5 and $9 and less. And I think that's kind of fluctuates each time. But it's very interesting that the dynamic is there, whatever you niche. But what's more important is that don't worry about the whole high-end niche and whatever niching down to whatever you want to do. And you can do all that. You can, and I think you should. But I'm using this channel to say whatever I want. I'm going to say whatever I want and see where it takes me. But with the goal in mind to help you guys gain the experience and needs, and to know that you can empower yourself, that you can be more than your individual self, and you can earn more than what you actually think you can. That's more important than anything else, that you can do more for yourself. Right, guys? And YouTube is a great platform for that. Now, I don't want to go too much into the deep details of all this. I actually have a channel about this that I already do. But for this one, if you have seen this and you want to reach out, again, I do provide coaching and mentoring, and I can guide you if that's how you want to do it. And I have already taken the content entrepreneur path. I've done it and I achieved that. And I did it for a year for fun. I made a couple of $1,000s on that as shocking enough, as a artist. I approached it as a animator when Newgrounds was still a big thing. And if you guys are interested, I'll leave a link down below, but check it out. I don't know how strong Newgrounds is anymore from what it was, because it actually produced some really crazy names on YouTube at that day, and they still are creating content as we speak today. And I did that as an unprofessional animator, just learning. I made a group, I made a small business from that, and I did pretty well. But I'll leave that for another day to talk about. I've done it before, but I want to tell you guys it's achievable. As always, if you happen to share the same niche as I am, just want to reach out and just have a chat, just leave a comment down below and let me know. Again, I do provide coaching and mentoring if you require it, depending where you want to get into, if you find the things I'm talking about interest you. If not, just leave a like, dislike, comment down below, and just know that it's always you guys that I appreciate that I can continue doing this work. And I hope you enjoyed this episode. Hi, my name is Alex. Bye now.